It's demo crazy. Eric Kirk, husband of late Charlie Kirk, is going to be on the fucking board for the U.S. Air Force. I was like, and this is something Robert said. I'm like, this bitch doesn't even. He never. He never even. He never was touched aircraft unless
She never served in any branch of the military.
Well,
Like,
go ahead.
if she really served a little bit, I'd have been like, okay. I mean, at least she has that to hang her hat on. This is nothing. And the fact that people are like, it's okay because it's actually was Charlie Kirk's seat that he was going to get before he got killed, right? So I'm just like, so what? Now these seats are just fucking being passed on like inheritance? Or what the fuck, man? Like, I thought you were all running against DEI and all this shit, but it's like, but this is cool. It's like, hey, next time someone dies on the board, let's just give it to their nephew or their grandson.
Exactly. That's so fucking stupid. What?
And she didn't know how to do this shit on here. Yes, it's Air Force Board for Visitors stuff, but it's like over the culture and all this shit on here. And then I saw people saying like, yeah, it's like the people like they're not surprised the Air Force outlets in because they're saying like when Air Force the recruits or whatever when they go like on those like survivor missions where they're like out in the wilderness and you gotta be there for like X amount of days. They're like the only book they can bring is the Bible, and I'm just like, first of all, why does it matter whatever book I want to bring? It's like a survival mission, right? But it's like, but the only book you can bring is the Bible. So it's like, so all the other books are going to give away your position, or what? Or like, why is this so special about the Bible?
Yeah, I didn't think any Winnie the Pooh book was well, Winnie the Pooh does piss off Ping, so that was just a bad example. I'll just use a better one. I didn't think the boy who cried wolf is all about like giving away my position or whatever. The fuck, man! Like, it's so stupid. It is so
Right,
stupid.
right. Because it's like you can't justify it because it's like it's either no books or it's like a limit. If I was like a limit, it's like you only bring one book. Okay, I get it. One pack light, right? But it's like why the Bible is the only one you can bring stuff on there. So it's like so if I bring the Quran, I can't. Or if I wanted to bring like whatever Wiccans read, I can't.
Or the runes because I'm a Nordic Viking that wants to go to Valhalla. Like, but I can't.
Yeah, what they believe in stuff on there. I can't. I'm there, So it's just like kind of bullshit. And it's just like they keep trying to. It's funny because they kept saying like, "Oh, left liberal colleges are indoctrinating our children,"
What the
but it
fuck are
seems
you
like
doing? Yeah, like you have the Bible.
it's like the Bible. It's like there's not a real indoctrination because it's like it's a Bible, but it's like don't believe exactly what the Bible says because we'll tell you using parts of the Bible nitpick out of that shit, because that's how we're at.
With all this going on, I might just do another podcast. Just get drunk as fuck and like, I don't know, you and me just talk like we did last time. We went all over the place that one time, didn't we? Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
I mean, the thing is, it's just like this fucking administration, like every day. I feel like the guy from Office Space when he's talking to the Bobs. I was like, bro, Bob, every day after I leave here, it's the worst day of my life. So when I come in there and you see me, this is currently the worst day of my life. It's just, that's this administration. It is just every fucking day, there's something fucking new. It's like Iran is like, yeah, let's keep this war. It's not a war. It is a war. And it's like, oh, every other day the president's declaring victory, and then the next day, they better not do this. We're going to bomb this other place. I thought I thought we had victory. I thought it was obliterated.
Oh, dude, you think that's it? He's floating the idea of a draft.
Yo, they've been doing the draft thing out here, and it's funny because like, how beforehand when Trump was running or doing shit, it was like always a treat, and there's still always a treat. They had a dead back here. Like they had like JD Vance saying, if you vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz, you're gonna be getting a draft. Us, we got no new wars. oh, now we're in power. We have a new war. Here's a draft. And then they throw the thing like, but Barron Trump, he's too tall to be in a tank. And I'm just like, well, first of all, they had the admiral who was in the Spurs who was taller than him on a ship. Second of all, why does he have to be in a tank? He can still be in the infantry. There's no height in the air, right?
No, like, yeah, exactly.
It's like, well, you gotta be in a tank. Okay, then don't put him in a tank. Like, outside, there's no height limit, bitch. Like,
The only silver lining, if he does actually institute the draft, all those MAGA idiots that voted him in, they're the ones that are gonna go.
oh yeah, but the thing is, like, a third of them is gonna be like, I'm happy to go there because of the races. Like, I want to go kill some brown people. I mean,
Yeah, go ahead. And then, get killed yourself because war is not fun. They go in and they get that reality check and they're like, I don't want to die. And then he gets killed. Like, that's just that's what's going to happen. Like, that is
when they,
absolutely what's going to
when
happen.
someone will be like, oh, we're gonna use benefits and stuff. It's like, yeah, you see how broken the VA system's been ever for a while, and it's even worse now.
Yeah,
So, like, good luck with those benefits.
they're slowly dismantling the VA behind everybody's back because, like, nobody likes veterans.
Oh yeah, Trump didn't like veterans. He's like,
Nobody
he's a
likes
loser.
veterans, dude. Like, our government doesn't like veterans one fucking bit. They don't. Oh my goodness gracious! Like they keep like look. How do I put this? Was if Obama could have fixed the VA, he would have, but he couldn't because nobody likes the VA. They just don't like helping veterans. They don't.
But it's funny, though, because, like, all these MAGA people stuff on there, they always have, like, big pickup trucks, flying flags, Trump, and they'll be like, support our troops. And it's like, I want to get that sign. And it's like, when you walk past a veteran who's homeless and he's asking for money, I'm like, aren't you going to support our troops? That's what it says on your thing. No, if you get a job, I'm like, well, I guess you'll support our troops.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, it's of course Trump's gonna float the idea of a draft. Dude was on camera saying like a 6-year-old girl is of age. I'm like, the fuck? The fuck? What the fuck? What?
The whole, it isn't a project.
Wing right now. I mean, like, I know I said this before. Like when they're like when Nick Fuentes was all like, "Oh, a girl's sexually mature when she's 14." This is the right wing. They want them young. I mean, that young. The fuck?
They want them young because they can mold their mind, and then it's also their good baby bearing years. So they're like, okay, I'm gonna basically Leonardo DiCaprio this bitch, right? So it's like, okay, get it 14, move them up here. And it's like, okay, get rid of them when they're 28. We'll pop out a baby every 2 years. Then we get like 8 babies, and then she's done. Then I'll get another mistress. Pop it up. But then she'll be so under my thumb, and I have her not working and everything. So like, oh, she'll be here, but she'll just be kind of like the housemaid here, raising the children, free washing stuff while let's get a younger wife. Rinse and repeat until like my old dead bones and stuff on there. But we're gonna get rid of abortion and medical stuff on there. But we're gonna put more money into blue pills and Viagra because males need to be able to fuck until they die.
That is so true. It's so disgusting. The fucking 6-year-olds. The hell, man. Like, who was it that was telling me like fucking Trump was getting Trump is supporting Jake Paul for office. Captain, what say you?
Probably.
Ugh.
That's true.
I mean, we're having 2028 Stephen A. Smith versus Jake Paul.
If
Like at that point, it's like America's over. Like let's leave y'all.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Because it's just like we're not a serious country anymore. I mean, we're not a serious country now, but it's just like you would think like, okay, maybe they'll course correct, but it's like no, we're gonna have Stephen A. Smith and Jake Paul. Like okay, like yeah, we're basically now our presidency is literally just like American Idol.
it's not even. Oh no, it was before that. I mean, like, look at the amount of retardicans that were like, oh no, I don't want to. We shouldn't. No more foreign wars. And then, like, a recent poll that went out about the war in Iran. Originally, like, a bunch of the retardicans said no. Now 50% are for it because the orange dumbass did it. Now, like, a bunch of retardicans that are like, no, we can't put boots on the ground. They're all of a sudden walking sideways. So, like, Marines are going to be the first to go in. And then the draft is going to happen. And then this... And then, look, lo and behold, we have a new Afghanistan, and it turns out to be Iran.
I just don't see, like, why do they need a draft so far? No, they already have a lot of people that are already enlisted right now. So it's just like, you already put in this idea of a draft. When we already have a good sized standing army, that means that you already know, like, most of the people are going to die for some reason.
Well, yeah,
for you to replace it, right?
Iran is capable
yeah.
of doing things. They're not pushovers like they were in well, I can't say Afghanistan was a pushover neither, but like, no, Iran knows how to do things. They actually have a capable military. If they didn't have a capable military, right, they wouldn't have done as much damage as they're doing right now. I mean, people are already like, even Newsom's like, okay, I don't think they're gonna strike California, but I'm gonna be on high alert just in case, because they look at what they've done so far. Not even the military not even the military said that. Some of the staff in the military, they were just like, "Oh, I'm surprised Iranians can do that. We didn't know they had these types of capabilities." Oh, this supports the theory that they have nuclear weapons. They don't. They just have a good military and a good strategy and the strength for moves. I mean, they're blowing up commercial tankers.
Well, the thing is with Iran always had the plan. Like, they built their whole thing based on this idea of, like, one day U.S. is just going to come in here with Israel, right? So it's like, we're gonna be hills. We're gonna be deep in there. Okay, all these cheap ballistic missiles. We got all these drones. We can make X amount of drones each day, and it doesn't cost us that much. And they realize that it's gonna cost us more money just to do this fucking war, man.
It cost the taxpayer like what, 15 billion or what?
Oh, so far in the last 12 days, they already did like 10 billion, 12 billion.
Yeah, no,
in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, and the interceptors that we have are like very low now, and they've just been. And you said it, Robert said it best. Like, Iran's just been using cheap ass drones that they can just manufacture and then just go. But like with
for our military stuff on there, they had cheap ass drones. Whenever like F-14 or whatever, they launched to intercept the drones. They always launch 2 missiles, so it's costing us twice as much to take down one cheap every time to make sure it hits it, right? And then they saw that they were moving out some of the military interceptions from South Korea to move to the Middle East for Israel because their Iron Dome was down. And that's fucked up for the South Koreans because it's like, they basically got lost a lot of Chinese tourists over siding with the USA to put that shit in here. And now it is taken out because Trump wants his Gaza resort in Israel, and I find it funny. It's like Israel is always like, "Yeah, we got to do all this stuff," but every time they do a fucking attack, Netanyahu's on his airplane going somewhere to Europe, to Greece or Berlin.
Well, yeah, because he knows if shit gets fucked up, he doesn't have to go back to Israel. He doesn't want to go back to Israel.
That's when, like, these guys, when he goes to other places, bro, just arrest this guy, man. Like, come on, man.
Who's wanted by the international court, but like he goes to places that just won't like comply. I don't think Greece has any real obligation to arrest the guy.
I mean, if I was,
wait, go ahead, Captain.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was Iran, I would just have one of my cells, or one of my agents or cells that's definitely in Miami. Because that's where his son is in Miami.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I think enough people have seen NCISLA to see how this works.
With the straight, it's just
Because I mean, if a bunch of nobodies can kidnap Samantha Guthrie, I mean, they're not going to find this guy again.
that's true. Yo, that is so fucking true and so morbid, but like, yeah, it's fucking true, man. Like, cause
Who's going to put on this Cash Patel? Like, I'm on it. Okay.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cash Patel. Yeah, he loves fucking things up. He does, and he does. You have the FBI yourself going, dude. You talking about the case ruins the integrity of the case. Shut the fuck up.
I was like, now I'm on a podcast.
Yeah, wait, was it him? Who? I know Christy Nome, Stephen Smith, Stephen Miller, and like a bunch of other people moved into forts. Was Cash Patel one of them, or is he still like out and about broing it out?
I think he's on a military base. That they all moved to military bases to live on there, and then so did I think what JD Vance family might have moving there too, whatever. But it's like, why y'all moving on to the military base?
What do you mean?
It's like either
like it's powerful and everything.
Well, I just think it's like either A, you're afraid of actual other people's military, or you're afraid of our own people.
Or both? Well, I understand why Christy Nome moved there, so she could get what's his face to use someone else's badge so they can keep fucking, because her husband doesn't exist. Like that guy's got to be like a phantom at this point. I haven't seen him anywhere.
Right? Because is this guy is her husband living there on the base, or is this just like, yeah, it's just me and Corey? Like, you live in a regular house? Like, what?
Yeah, Corey Lewandowski will just use someone else's badge to get into the thing, so they can keep fucking. Either the husband exists and just likes being cuckolded, or or she's straight up catfished everyone into believing that she has a husband when she clearly doesn't. Or maybe the husband was the dog that she put down. That would make more sense.
I mean, if I was a husband, I'm like, this is a good deal for me. It's like, I don't want to be fucking her anymore. It's probably haven't been fucking for a while, especially after the face change. And it's like, you know, she's not going to leave me because she's too good for her political career. So I can just get money from her and I can just go fuck another younger person. So I'm just like, yeah, you know,
True.
That's a win for him, right? Like, you know, and then it's like, or he could be this like, use her as like, well, you're gonna fuck Corey. It's like, you gotta get like a young female staffer to come over here and blow this knob. I mean, we'll put it past it.
No, okay. Here's my theory. I mean, seeing as how Candace Owens used my fucking Eric Kirk thing, bitch, fucking rip off converse.
Sue that bitch.
I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I will sue that bitch, right? Anyway, I will say this much. I believe Christy Nome is a dog fucker. Okay, she likes the dogs to just mount her while she's on all fours. Now, why did she kill the dog? You might be asking. Oh, it wasn't because the dog was what was the main reason? What, it was uncooperative or some shit and won't grow up to be a cooperative dog or some shit? No. That dog was like, I had enough. I'm going to the media and I'm going to expose you. Blah. Oh, Doug, what's with the Lewandowski thing? Why do you think she has a dog suit? Think about it. It's there. You just have to read between the lines. Yeah, that's right. She's a furry.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, Lewandowski's in a fucking squirrel suit.
Fucking, oh my goodness gracious.
He's just trying to bury a nut.
Dude, she watches all dogs go to heaven and touches her. Oh my god. Oh man, what was the name of that dog that got stabbed by that porcupine? Shadow, what was his name? What movie was that from? Oh man.
It was Homeward Bound.
Homeward Bound, yeah. She did the same thing. She touches herself to that. She wanted to be the porcupine. Oh man, now I will forever associate Christy Nome with dog fucking. Which is weird because I literally watched a video where it was like, you're walking a tightrope when you do political stuff, and you're gonna piss off the wrong person. Yeah. Oh man, that shit was fucking great. But like, hey, seeing as how I'm gonna circle back to how the right wing likes them young. And they do like young girls. One big thing of proof. Jake Lang. Either of you guys know that name?
Yeah, that's a guy who got arrested when he was destroying the anti-pro ICE shit in DC. I know he got arrested for it.
Yeah, he got caught on like to catch a predator type deal when he got fooled into believing like girl he was gonna sleep with was 15. God, what is wrong with these people? Why is it so hard? I mean, I know if you say you're voted for Trump, that's an instant turn off for women, but really, your next best bet is to go for like underage girls, underage people. Why don't you just go for a sex worker? It's not the end of the world. You just pay and then you fuck. It's not like you have a shortage of money.
Dude, that's why I always thought about like when they have like these scandals with like coaches or whatever. She had a wife with like a subordinate. I'm like, why a subordinate? You have this money. Like, just go get a hooker, and then you don't have to deal with this, right? Because just to get your rocks off. Like, that's the easiest thing. Or like these other celebrities and stuff on there. It's like, oh, I'm gonna cheat with another celebrity. Whereas like you're out there all the time and people are gonna see it. It's like, are you just getting off on the fact that you're gonna get caught? Like, because if you really want to get away with this, you just go to like a truck stop, right?
Yes.
Right? And no one will know. Like, just go to the truck go, okay, blah blah blah. Here we go. Then you just give them some fucking drugs, and then you never see that person again. Because chances are they're probably OD somewhere.
The dumbest fuck. It's like right up there with the red pill. Like, you know what I mean? They're just blaming women for their own fucking insecurities. I'm like, guy, have you ever stopped to think that maybe it's you that is the problem? Look, I know we live in a time where everybody doesn't like blaming themselves for their own incompetence. But
It's just always easy also because it's like, oh, young girls, like, hey, I can take you on this real nice beach trip, right? A lot of sex, doing personal shit. You get like an older woman who's been around with like some other rich people, it's just like, why didn't you give me a purse? Why didn't you give me this car? I know the law now. You can't do anything. And then I'm fucking trying to get pregnant by you to catch you in this fucking shit.
it's still no. That's still no excuse to just go for them young, man. Like, oh, Robert said it. They're easily impressed. Yeah, but dude, they're kids. They're kids.
But these are also the same ones that want to throw the kids into the factories.
That and they also want the kids to get jobs because like there are not enough adult people doing work, and I'm like, you fucking, oh my god.
It's just a
I'm
dumb
sorry,
idea.
like look, the reason why there's like so many swaths silence during my talking bits is because I am literally trying to not throw up in my mouth. Okay, I do not. Just so the thing, if one of my kids just started like crushing on me hard, that's no. Okay, no. The last time I went out with someone that was just 18, I was 30, and it was the weirdest fucking date I've ever been in my entire fucking life. Because it's like, okay, she's developed. Okay, cool. She's 18. Why not? Let's see what happens. And it was so fucking weird. So weird.
I mean, if they had like a crush on like this, like when I was doing stuff, I had crush on t-shirt stuff on there. But it depends on the crush. Like it's like a harmless crush, and it's still on there. But like if they're actually actively trying to get you to date them or do shit on them, like that's kind of a weird.
Yeah, no, that's exactly my thought process. Like, look, we've all had, crushes on our teachers. We all had, like, fantasies of sleeping with our teachers. Yeah. When I was a...
You don't act out on the stuff on there. It's just like, oh yeah, that'd be cool on there. But it's like, if you're out here trying to trap them and actually like, oh, can I get a date or be here alone with them for something to happen, and this stuff was proceeding. Like that's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, when I lectured at colleges, like I could see right off the bat, like how the students look up to you, and if I started coming on to them, I felt like I was taking advantage of them, and I'm like, no, that's disgusting. I know for a fact that there are teachers that did date their students in the colleges that I lectured at. I'm not gonna name drop. I don't want to name drop, even though one of the
But
teachers.
okay, but was it the young ones, or because I know some teachers that date graduate students, but it's kind of different because it's like they're like 23, 24, right? So like, right, or they were going after like the freshman and sophomore.
No, it was yeah. Let's go with like early 20s, but like the teachers themselves, they were just like nearing 40. I mean, like, despite my personal age gap thing, like when you're 40 and you're going after like a 20-year-old, okay, like even barring that, like okay, even barring that statement, the very fact that a student and a teacher are dating, like there's a reason why it's looked down upon. Like first of all, it'll scream of favoritism, fine, whatever, but like if you date your student, like I still wholeheartedly see it as you taking advantage of them. Like no matter what you try, no matter how you spin it otherwise, because they come to you looking for information, they want to learn. You're just basically using your power to scoop them up, and that's not. That's why I don't look at any of my students like that. Even from when I was teaching college. Granted, I'm teaching kids now, and that's its own can of worms, which I will hold. Just the thought. The point is,
I don't know, because I agree with most of the stuff they say, but I'm just like I draw the line where it's like, so like you're a professor in like a lab, right? And you have a graduate student, and you're working on this huge ass fucking thesis, and you're there next to them all the time, and you have to share interests. I can see how that develops or something, because it's just like if you're a coworker somewhere, you have the interest in there. But like I said, it's a graduate student, so they're probably like 23, 24, 25.
no, I'm sorry. No matter how much you try to spin, that's my personal beat. I will meet you in the middle, Robert, by saying agree to disagree, because I just even if I
I mean, I
wanted.
will also agree that it might be still favoritism. So yes, and there's still kind of advantage of it. But I just think like in that kind of scenario, it wasn't necessarily them trying to like be a predator on this stuff on there. While the other ones, when they're like professors and they're young, going to regular college, like 18 to 22, hadn't really graduated. I'm like, yeah, it definitely take advantage of them because you have nothing really in common with them, and you know they might want it for the grade or whatever.
Yeah, it's man.
And the worst part on there, it seems like in that scenario, a majority of the times that the girls they end up why the girls in danger on there because the girls will end up getting pregnant, right? And so the professor will have like what one or three options, right? It's like either like they take care of it and just be hush hush, right, or to graduate, right, or they're afraid of just getting out and it's going to affect them being graduated. So then next thing you know, they're trying to force an abortion or worse, hurt the student so the secret doesn't get out, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And that's where it becomes very dangerous for them. And I feel like a lot of these kids, like you try to tell them, like this is not going to end that well because it's like chances are you're not going to be with this person forever, right?
hmm
But if you become a threat to this person's position, now you're going to be in harm
hmm
way.
yeah, yeah. That's why that's why when I slept with that one chick that did that role play when she was a student, and damn, that was really weird. I still maintain that I pushed all of those feelings down because she was hot, but my God, do I never want to be in that kind of role play ever again. Never again. Never again. Just, ugh. God. Doug, you're being weird. I mean, I get it, but like, that's just the way I see things, man. Like, if I'm the teacher, then all of my students are hands off because I don't want to reiterate my reasoning for it. But I will go back to Jake Lang, who You know, how can it be? He's like Asian. The fuck are you doing being a MAGA person?
Because they want that whiteness, man. It's been proven is that most people is basically anti-blackness. And how close could I be? Like, hey guys, let me into your fucking golf clubs. And it's like, yeah, hey, you guys want to make racist joke? I'm gonna laugh and make racist jokes too.
Yeah.
And hope you pretend, or hope you never realize that I'm actually one of the guys that you're actually making fun of.
Well, I hope whatever. I hope he gets what's coming to him, dude. Because like it's never. Why would you try to seduce? At least Lakari was all like, I'm into Lolly because, and even though those girls are supposed to be what thousands of years old, but they're just in kitty bodies. At least he can go back to that excuse. And I'm actually throwing shade for that degenerate piece of shit. What do you have? You got catfished, man. Jake Lang got fucking catfished into thinking he's meeting up with a 15-year-old bitch. And it was to catch a prey. He got EDP'd. All he has to do now is say, I'm looking, where was the cupcake line? Huh? Where was it, you fucking chink? You couldn't say like, oh, I'm looking for some cupcakes. You could have said it right there. You could have just said, I'm living out my EDP fantasy. Look at my belly. I'm obviously getting fat. There you have it. Fuck you, Jake Lang. Fuck Jake Paul for what the hell is he gonna run on? What platform is he gonna? What's he gonna run on? What do you think Jake Paul's gonna run on? I got my ass kicked in boxing. That's why I can be your whatever I'm running for because I'll lose. Like that's his entire shtick. Am I wrong on this, fellas?
No.
I
He's sweating himself through his suit, so.
I just don't understand like these people who are just like when you have like a good thing, like Jake Paul and stuff on there, say what you want about them. They have a good thing going on, got a lot of money doing this dumbass shit. Why would you want to get in this position of responsibility where you know you're gonna be divisive? And some people like it, some people like you. And people like, oh, you get rich because Trump said you can get bribed and all that shit. It's like, but and then eventually you might get caught and go to jail and have to deal with this shit. Why even deal with this when you have an easy grift over here? Like, it seems like why you need to give up this easy thing to do this when you know you suck at it.
Maybe
because Trump exists.
Wait, what?
If Trump was in jail or anything, none of this would feel bold. But the fact that he's president, he's roaming around, he's doing whatever he wants, why would anybody feel like there's actually consequences?
But the thing is, like, I get that, and that's an example, but, like, other people, it's been shown, like, Trump is just a weird thing where it's just like, that's why I call him Teflon Don. They're going to stick to him. But she sticks to people around him, though. The other people around them.
They just hope that they'll stay in the orbit long enough that it won't. Anybody in the administration is the same thing. It's not like you went into the administration immediately assuming Trump's going to throw you a party. And even as you're going through the administration, you know damn well Trump may or may not throw you a pardon. They're still doing all the same shit they're doing. Trump has not promised everybody a pardon, and he has the capability to do it. Notice how he hasn't said he's going to do it. Everybody's still acting up. They just know he has access to something, so they're hoping if they're likable enough, he'll give them access.
Yeah,
so they are concerned about how bad they look as long as he likes them.
Yeah, I mean, like, that totally tracks, because Diddy didn't get pardoned, and I don't think he's getting pardoned at all.
No, he's not been talking up Trump's praises anymore. Because in that period that he thought he was talking all that good shit. Now, he's back to silent. Because it's like, oh, well, he's not going to help you. Okay.
If I was one of the people, I'd be looking at Ghislaine Maxwell. It's like, so this bitch has this dirt on him and could probably use to get out, and she's still not out. So I'll just be like, I don't think I can get more dirt on him than this.
Well, the problem is, she's made herself too public for him, because Nothing can happen to her right now. Jeffrey had a little bit of, oh, okay, he's just over there, and then you could do something to misdirect and take him out. Glenn's always talking. Not about what you want her to do, but she's always talking. Mm-hmm. So there's no point you can really take her out and it not be noticeable. Because she says something almost every day.
Yeah.
On that note, like, because I wasn't going to bring this up, but, like, considering, Epstein files, I did read that hackers actually stole a bunch of the Epstein files, and they were so disturbed with it, they were just like, I don't know why, I gotta stop calling DOJ Dodge, but then again, look at what's happening right now.
Yeah, that's Dodge's responsibility.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, hey, Dodge, you want these files back? I don't even think they're ransoming. They're just like freely offering it because like there's so much shit in there that they're not even talking about it. So I'm wondering just how deep does that rabbit hole go? Because even I'm getting like, if that news story is true, right? And hackers did like see all of the shit and they didn't post it. Maybe it's to protect some of the anonymity because like apparently it was all 100% unredacted, so like you get to see names and stuff like that. But like, if they're being like, "Hey, Dodge, you want these files back?" I want to look at them, but I might be disgusted by just how deep that rabbit hole goes,
Well, the thing is, like nowadays, is like they've been showing so much proof that's on there that people on the magnet aren't moving. So it's like, honestly, at this point, it just seems like let's just keep it. And then when Trump dies or they're out of power, that's when you use all this stuff on there because then people will be like, we actually could do some shit. Because it won't be like these other Republicans here being lockstep because like we got to be here because Trump might throw us on a bus. Trump's gone. They're going to be actually trying to save their own asses. So they're like, I'm not in it. Fuck these guys. I want to save power.
But this is like, well, to be fair, this was the last talking point because the Epstein, even though I wasn't going to bring up the Epstein files, but like that was the last talking point, largely due to the fact that I have so much shit to do. I gotta cook, and I got dishes that need doing. I still have so much work to do with the 3D model stubs. At least hopefully we'll be able to do the trivia game and the fucking tier list. Anyway, with that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in to Demo Crazy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can listen to us on Amazon Music, YouTube, and Spotify. You all take care. Later on. Boop.